The first step was probably that I was brought up in a musical family, and so I had an appreciation for music. The second step would have been that I took a job in the mailroom at Capitol Records in the 50s, and that transition or move from Pasadena to Hollywood. It was that building was there then, the round building on Vine Street, was a big move, not only symbolically, but, it was a big step from Pasadena to Hollywood. Actually, my father had been in a quartet and appreciated classical music, so he sang and sang in this quartet. He sang in a choral group or two, so that was the exposure I had. I mean, phonograph records, old-fashioned lacquer phonograph records. The first step would have been, I think, my move away from Capitol, and that came about because I went to welcome a famous disc jockey of the time named Alan Freed, who came to town after his payola scandal in the East, and I was promoting a Peggy Lee record. And I had sent him a telegram and went to the radio station to say hello, and he was rather shocked to have a representative from Capitol show up. And he introduced me to an independent promotion guy who was there at the station for the same reasons I was, with a different record. And his name was Jerry Moss. And Jerry Moss and I became friends, and good friends. So after a while, I said to him, I got to get out of Capitol. I need a bigger job, or whatever it was that I thought at the time. And he said, Cap Records, that's K-A-P-P, is looking for a West Coast representative. At the time, I was just the local promotion man. And I interviewed for that job and became the Cap Records West Coast representative, traveling to places like Portland, Seattle, San Francisco, Phoenix, and Denver. And that was my first exposure to distribution, independent distribution, and to a different kind of artist. That was in the days of Jack Jones, Ruby and the Romantics, and Roger Williams. So don't ask me what year that was, but that was maybe 1960, 61, something like that. No, I moved to England to manage an act there, and I did that for about a year, and I wasn't successful. He became successful, probably not due to anything I did, but it reached a point where I knew I had to return. I wasn't earning money. I was hungry. The food in England was atrocious. And I came back, and I had two choices. One was to go to work for CBS as a promotion guy, or to join Jerry and Herb as their more or less first employee. So, it was an easy choice, go to work with friends.